Hey, welcome back to my channel. Today's video I would like to talk about hard work. I'm just gonna jump right into it. I hope you're staying safe as usual, staying healthy. I hope you're able to keep a positive mindset during times such as these. I want to talk about hard work and the fact that you should never stop. Never stop pushing, never stop going, never stop working toward your goals. Because when it comes to hard work and perseverance, it can only end in positive results. You know, I know a lot of times people fear failure, which is something that everyone fears. Everyone has had the fear of failure. Everyone has failed. But when you fail and you're able to rise up, it only strengthens you and makes you stronger, makes you wiser, and it makes you better. I'll give you an example. I'm a musician. I'm not sure if I said this in my videos, but I played tuba for 7 years, and I was in a choir for about 4 or 5, because I did some choir in college too. So I'm a singer too. And anyway, there's something called all-state choir, and it's something that I tried to do 2 years in a row. It's a lot of different proponents to it to get it. But my senior year, I failed, and my friends got in. I did not, and it was something that I did work hard for, and it made me sad. It didn't break me, I wasn't super upset, but I was, sad because I worked very hard and I put so much effort in, and I ended still not making the mark. And a lot of times, I know a lot of people are afraid to take those risks or push their hardest for something because they're worried that it's just going to end in failure and what they did was for no reason. But it's not true. From the experience, I gained more knowledge, and I've gained more comfortability because I was able to do something, nerve-wracking. I had to sing in front of people that were experts in what they do. I was able to have that experience, and now that made me more confident in a sense. So don't fear failure, because there's always something to gain. From when failure comes, you rise, and that's all you have to think of. I want to give some scriptures towards hard work and diligence. Proverbs 13:4 says, "The soul of the sluggard craves and gets nothing, while the soul of the diligent is richly supplied." Proverbs 21:5, "The plans of the diligent lead surely to abundance, but everyone who is hasty comes to poverty." James 1:12, "Blessed is the man who remains steadfast under trial, for when he has stood the test, he will receive the crown of life, which God has promised to those who love him." So even God is telling you, that's biblical, that hard work is something essential for Christians. It's something everyone should apply to their life and everyone should do, because when you work hard, like I said before, you produce great results. A point that I want to make is a lot of Christians want riches, and a lot of Christians don't want to work for it per se, right? Not saying that they necessarily don't get up and they don't go to work and they don't do their job and things like that, but when it comes to really pushing hard for something, to go above and beyond, to I want this so bad, I don't want to rest for it. And when other people are sleeping, you're up, toward doing things toward your craft, or improving your skills on something, or doing something that will help you advance in life. A lot of people don't have that mindset and don't want it like that. James 2:17 says, "Thus also faith by itself, if it does not have works, it is dead." I know people have heard that many times before. Faith without works is dead, but that is something that is very true. You have to meet God halfway, right? A lot of things Christians do is, keep saying, "Oh yeah, God will supply for me. God will do this. I'm praying every day. I'm speaking in tongues. I'm doing everything I can. I know God will make a way. God will provide." But at some point, you have to get up and apply for that job. At some point, you have to, ask the boss for extra hours to make more money. What God comes in is, let's say it's the schedule's full and there's no room for extra hours, and you know that, but you ask the boss anyway, and he says, "You know what? Yeah, go ahead. I might need you this day. Or someone asks you to take their shifts. God gives you favor because you are diligent and you pray for it, and God sees that you want it. But you have to put in those works. And that scripture just doesn't apply to this. It applies to many things. But that is just an example of what I'm talking about. Faith without works is dead. You have to put in that work to accomplish your dreams, accomplish the things that you want. You know, I've learned that at an early age. I saw my parents, and they still do. They work very hard, and they always have. You know, and that's something that I adopted. You know, sometimes I think I work too hard. I'm a little too relentless, but that's just in me. I don't want to stop. I don't want to settle for, you know, what I have, or thinking that that's enough for me. It never will be, you know. I have to keep going. I have to keep growing. I have to keep expanding. And when you keep pushing yourself, it starts to move outward towards other people. You know, they start to see a work ethic. They start to see the effort you put in, and it's contagious. Hard work is contagious, and it's something that will garner people's attention. And that also a great quality of a leader, because when people see you working hard, it makes them want to work hard as well and push towards their goal. And when you're surrounded, when one person is exhibiting a trait, and that trait moves outward and affects other people, it starts to create a territory. It starts to create something great. Like, for instance, a business. You know, there are many things I want to do in my life. I have pretty good big dreams. You know, someone prophesied to me that God will make my dreams come true. You know, and that's something that I'm holding dear to my heart, because, like I said, I have large dreams, and God will even exceed those dreams. And so I'm not just going to accept, you know, take what the prophet said and just leave it there and just say, okay, I'm going to just keep doing what I'm doing. But no, I'm going to push. I'm going to push physically, mentally. I'm going to push myself, and then keep praying to God to help me, to give me favor, to, you know, give me his strength so I can keep progressing and I can keep moving so I may accomplish my goals. That's the way to go. That's the way, you know, to do it. And I just want to tell you that I know many times it's easy to look to the left or look to the right at unsaved people that are prosperous, right? And you think, okay, I'm giving my everything to God, and I'm still in this situation. I'm still in this rut. You know, God does work miracles, but sometimes we have to pay consequences for our actions. Even if you were unsaved, right, and you did this and now you're saved, God will turn it around for you. But sometimes he allows you to sit there so you can be shaped and molded, so you can get to the point where you can grow to where what God is about to give you, what you are about to receive, can be handled correctly. Because sometimes God holds out for our blessings till we're mature enough to the place where we can receive them and not mess up what he has just given us. Right? So even, let's say, $1 million God is waiting to give you, but he's waiting to get to that point to where you won't blow it all on a car and a expensive car and expensive house, and half your money is gone. But maybe God is waiting for you to get to that point where you will invest it, where you will give back to people that need it, that are in need. So it's something that you have to be cognizant, aware of as well, that God may be keeping you in that place so you can mature. But like I say, don't get weary in well doing. Another Bible verse. Don't be weary in doing the right thing and worrying about how other people are cheating or not doing what they should, but they're still prospering. It may look like that. That's you looking them in the flesh. That's deceptive. But spiritually, their soul is dying. When people are sinning and still prospering, spiritually their soul is dying, and even physically, you know, their life will eventually deteriorate, because God will let those dark places, those dark areas come to light, and then they'll realize, hey, I shouldn't have done this because I thought I was getting away with it, but now it's back here. That's why we can't envy people for doing the right thing. You keep doing the right thing. You stay steadfast. You stay diligent in your walk with God, and keep that straight and narrow path. Don't look to the left or right, but look ahead towards God, who is your help. God is your rock. God is your everything. And don't forget that. Don't let life become more important than God. Don't let hard work become more important than following God. Let hard work be something that is added on to your faith, right? Your faith is here and in the Almighty God, and let hard work be that next step to, meeting God halfway in achieving what you want. All right? So, that is hard work. I'm telling you, keep pushing, keep going towards your dreams. Dreams are never dead either. Even if it's 10, 20 years from now, you keep going. You rekindle that fire. You rekindle that zeal for whatever it is, and you accomplish your goals. And I believe in you. And I'm praying with you that you do accomplish your goals and that you do what you seek, what you desire. As long as it's godly and it's the right thing. But yes, that's hard work, and you keep working hard. I'm gonna keep working hard toward the goal. Maybe whoever's watching, we can meet each other one day and work together, and just spread God's word together and His peace and His love. All right. So I want to thank you for listening. Continue to stay healthy and to stay safe. I love you because God loved you first, and I thank you for listening. All right. You have a nice day.